Welcome back to Tales from the Vale. Today, we journey to the frost-bitten lands of the Norse to uncover the secrets of their most feared warriors, the Berserkers. Were they merely fierce fighters or something more? Let's delve into the ritual that was said to turn men into beasts. Picture this: the clang of steel, the roar of a battle horn. And amidst the chaos, a warrior clad not in mail, but in the skin of a bear. He fights with a fury that seems inhuman, biting his shield, howling like a wild animal, seemingly immune to pain. This was the Berserker, a name that literally means bear shirt in Old Norse. These weren't just soldiers, they were a warrior elite, a brotherhood dedicated to Odin, the All-Father. But how did a man become a Berserker? It wasn't just about being strong or brave. It was about undergoing a profound, almost mystical transformation. The sagas, our primary window into this world, are filled with tantalizing clues. They speak of a ritualistic process, a journey into the wild heart of both nature and the self. It's believed that initiates would retreat from their communities, heading deep into the forests. Here, they would live as the animals they sought to emulate, the bear or the wolf. They would study the creature's movements, its strength, its spirit. This was a test of survival, a shedding of their civilized selves to embrace a primal, untamed identity. They weren't just wearing the pelt of a bear, they were striving to embody its very essence. Many historians believe that this transformation was amplified by specific rituals. Imagine a group of warriors gathered around a roaring fire, the rhythmic beat of a drum echoing through the trees. Chants to Odin would fill the night air, invoking his divine madness and warrior spirit. Some theories suggest the use of psychoactive substances, like certain mushrooms or herbs, to help induce a trance-like state. This would lower inhibitions and unlock a ferocious, ecstatic power known as Berserker gang. When they entered this state, it was as if a switch had been flipped. The sagas describe them as being overcome by a battle fever. They would feel a surge of incredible strength, capable of feats no ordinary man could perform. Accounts tell of them being impervious to fire and steel, continuing to fight even after suffering grievous wounds. It was a terrifying spectacle for their enemies. The Berserker wasn't just fighting you. He was channeling a divine rage, a force of nature unleashed on the battlefield. But this power came at a price. After the battle, the Berserker gang would subside, leaving the warrior utterly exhausted, weak, and vulnerable. The sagas describe this as a kind of battle hangover, a physical and mental crash after such an intense expenditure of energy. It was a dangerous edge to walk, a fury that could consume the warrior if not properly controlled. Over time, as organized armies replaced warrior bands and Christianity spread through Scandinavia, the way of the Berserker began to fade. Their untamed nature no longer fit in the new, more structured world. Kings and chieftains, who once prized their ferocity, began to outlaw them, viewing their uncontrollable rage as a threat to social order. The Berserker ritual remains one of history's most fascinating and enigmatic practices. It was a blend of psychological conditioning, spiritual belief, and raw physical prowess. It shows us a time when the line between man and beast, between the natural and supernatural worlds, was incredibly thin. These warriors weren't just fighting for land or treasure. They were on a spiritual quest, seeking to touch the divine madness of their gods and become something more than human. What do you think fueled the Berserker's rage? Was it ritual, psychology, or something else entirely? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on Tales from the Vale. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, be sure to like and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.